Amazing grace, how sweet the sound, oh, that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, oh, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Don't make fun of my pink feed bucket and purple lead rope. Welcome to Built on Faith Homestead, or Leaving Egypt, depending on which video platform you like to watch your content on. My name is Justin. I live with my wife Melissa. We have a little tiny house and 3 kids, and we just do the best we can to serve the Lord and live a self-sustainable life. For those of you that are wondering, no, this is not my wife Melissa. This is Stella, the family milk cow, right? But today's video, I want to talk about the FDA joining this misinformation army that seems to be raising up. Because we can't have them tinfoil hat crazy wearing people. We can't have them coming up with any ideas. So imagine a world for just a minute where there's a sickness, there's a pandemic, maybe you yourself have an illness, and the doctors are trying to give you medicine and nothing seems to be helping. And so you want to get on the internet and you want to say, look, I want to see if there's any supplements that might help, anything naturally I can do. Maybe I can change my diet and get some help, because what I'm getting from the doctor, it just isn't working. Imagine a world for just a minute where that doesn't exist, where you can't do that, where you get on there and all it says is to refer back to the FDA information, or refer back to the WHO's recommendations, or refer back to what it is your local government has put out. Imagine a world where you can't go and see whether or not things like, I don't know, turmeric, and whether or not it will help with inflammation, right? Or whether or not if you mix up, I'm just going to tell you, if you mix up some plantain herb, some dandelion herb, some apple cider vinegar, and good raw honey, and drink it in a hot tea when you got a cold, imagine a world where you couldn't look to see if that might actually help you. I'm here to tell you, I won't make any medical claims, but I myself has found some pretty good success with those things. Imagine a world, though, where you couldn't even look into that. That is what the FDA desires. The FDA is wanting to join this misinformation army, which, if you're a follower of our channel, first of all, I want to thank you. We're a small little channel. We don't get a lot of foot traffic. And I'm guessing, hi, hush, I'm trying to talk. And I'm guessing YouTube doesn't exactly push us forward in the algorithm. So, I want to thank you for watching our channel. But, I did a video a long time ago about how the UN basically wants to go to war with anybody that comes up with a so-called conspiracy theory. And try to squash all of those thoughts and all of those ideas going around the internet. And now, and yesterday, I made a video about how the UN wants to control the information on the internet. And you can find that for yourself. You can just go un.org. Look at my video from yesterday. And look at the links in the description box, and you can go read it for yourself. Now the FDA wants to join this misinformation army to make sure that misinformation is not being spread online. I'll show you what he says here.
Here in this AP article, the head of the FDA said that we are in a 24/7 sea of information and there's no user guide for people out there in society. So this requires them to change the way that they communicate.
So, they said they need to stop bogus claims like ivermectin may be helpful for those that have COVID. Absolutely bogus claims, right? We need to stop that.
This is just a little farther down on that same article on the AP website, and it says that their answer is to do YouTube videos, Twitter threads, and online postings debunking medical information, such as the bogus claim that ivermectin may be helpful in the treatment of COVID-19.
Because nobody had any real benefit from it, correct? There's no studies out that show that it could be helpful, correct? Well, according to the FDA, there's not, so we need to squash that claim quick, fast, and in a hurry. He also said that since the vaccine has rolled out, pretty much anybody that has died from COVID since then has died because of misinformation. Let me show you that here.
Here in the second part of this article, in the second paragraph, Dr. Robert, he says almost no one should be dying of COVID in the U.S. today. He told the Associated Press, noting the government's distribution of free vaccines and antiviral medications. People who are denying themselves that opportunity are dying because they are misinformed.
So my obvious hillbilly tinfoil hat wearing question would be, has anybody that's been vaccinated died from COVID? Kind of seems like he might be spreading false information if they have. They want to control the narrative. It amazes me the effort that is being put forth to control the narrative. I want to share a story with you real quick. I finished up milking. This morning when I stepped out to work on to feed our animals and those kinds of things, a bald eagle flew over our chickens, flew over the top of our chickens. And I was watching him, right? He didn't look like he was going to try to dive bomb the chickens. He was just flying. And I was like, man, that's pretty cool. Get to see a bald eagle, right? Because, of course, I'm a red-blooded American. And anytime you see a bald eagle, right, that's our nation. That's our nation's bird. How cool is that? And then I got to thinking, boy, I hope we don't dive bomb our chickens. And then I got to thinking about the correlation between an eagle, bald eagle, dive bombing my chickens and seemingly our own government trying to produce so much control over its people. And once was a symbol of freedom, may soon become a symbol of control, of tyranny. It's kind of a crazy thought process, isn't it? But anyway, back to my original point. The FDA wants to control the narrative. Imagine. See, when we first found out all the hormone issues that she had, we had a bunch of doctors prescribing wrong stuff to her and making things worse instead of better. And we had to go and research ourselves and find ourselves. And through that and talking with other doctors after we went and found all this information and going to new doctors and different doctors and of course praying, she got a lot better. But at least we could go find that information. It didn't just say refer back to the FDA, right? Refer back to the WHO. Refer back to your local governments, your local health department, whatever, right? They didn't say all that. We were actually able to find out some of that information. What if that wasn't there? Isn't that a crazy thought? Isn't that a crazy process? Stella, I'm trying to talk here, girly. It amazes me. You're just stretching. I don't know that I trust you. It amazes me, that level of control that is being pressed forward right now. So, my question to you is, what are your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts? Comment down below. What do you think about the FDA controlling the misinformation online to make sure that you are only getting resources from the FDA, the WHO, those kinds of things, basically .gov sites. If I didn't show you that article already, I'll show it to you right now.
Here's how to keep from falling into the trap of misinformation according to the FDA. Don't believe the rumors, don't pass them along, and last but not least, get your health information from trusted sources like the FDA and their government partners such as usa.gov/health, coronavirus.gov, and vaccines.gov. All of that .gov should make you feel nice and safe.
Remember, according to the FDA, you only need to be getting your information from these places. Thank you guys for watching. We will catch you on the next video.